Yo, yo, yo. Oh, duh. My bad. Camera's off. There we go. Sick. I think we got it. Almost. There we go. Okay, cool. Oh. What are we doing here? Stay on, dude. Stay on. There we go. Cool. All right, before we get to building, let's get a type test in. Ugh. Man, I am tired today. I need a shot of espresso or something to wake me up. So, as I'm queuing up this build, let me get that going. And then we'll get started. All right, what do we have here? We got our Cloudnine V2. I want to say that there were instructions for this somewhere. Where'd they go? Cloudnine V2. Just for shits and giggles, there they are. Assembly notes. Okay. All right. Pretty straightforward. So hopefully this goes smoothly. Let me grab that coffee real quick. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, I'm muted this entire time. Yeah, my bad. This is a V2. What's up, Alex? Welcome in, dude. I'm glad to see you. How is your night going so far? Hope it's well. No, yeah, I started a little late. Had to wrap up work a little late. So we're just getting started, literally. Man, this thing is got some heft to it. Pull up. Black polished PVD. Oh, I just realized this came with the wrong configuration. I'm gonna have to reach out and see what happened. But from what I understand, the midnight colorway is supposed to be black polished PVD, and then stainless steel. Sorry, yeah, what happened here? We got a mixed configuration going on. So I'm a little confused. But we will reach out to support and see what happened there. I know he did note that some of them had some quirky configurations, but those are, I think, were supposed to be extras. So we shall see what happened there. Yeah, because I don't think brass is an option on most of these, except for Serene and Dusk. So like all the midnight, overcast, and smog, the darker colors are supposed to be stainless steel. Yeah, it is what it is. The internal weight. This one here? Is it optional on this guy? Well, I don't see any references to it in the build guide, but we'll figure it out. Let's take a look at the parts we got going. So we can put a couple of these away. You have an option of adding an aluminum weight now on the V2, but the configurations, at least according to the order form, are contingent on what you buy, like which colorway you pick. Maybe it's the, yeah, I don't know, internal weight. Well, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Like I said, so we got our LED board here. We got a grip, a whole grip of different O-rings. I didn't realize it came with this many. It came with a whole selection? No, I think it's supposed to only be a 50A. And I think I ordered an extra 30, I want to say. Okay, we got some extras there. Some feet and our hardware. Cool. Okay, well, we're gonna go in order of this assembly guide for once. No, I pre-ordered. I didn't get an extra, so that's why I'm confused. I joined the group buy, pre-order or whatever. And when I'm looking at these pictures, they don't actually show the render of the inside. All the insides are from what I can tell, are the same. So maybe it's just how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think all the orders are done. In fact, the last batch just went out. Cool. Okay. So according to our guide, step 1 is defeat. Can't get over this rear weight design, dude. This is so nuts. I'm really hoping the board sounds good because it looks really, really nice. All right. And that wants us to prep that guy, so let's do that. Other pieces for this in here. There we go. Okay. So there's an adhesive light blocker that we need to add to the LED board. Okay, keep this on entirely. That goes on the bottom side. I see, okay. Nice, not bad for the first try. I think we're good. A little stretchy, but got that on there. Okay. Just make sure it's adhering. Sick. Why does it look like that though? It's weird. Okay. it into the top case. So let's disassemble the top case. It's a little loose. I wonder if it's already, well, it's just not fully tightened, I guess. Okay. Well, we can work with that. Here's to hoping this is a smooth build after the last debacle we had with the My2K. I did reach out to the rep to see if we can get a new JST cable and daughter board. I just got to send over some pictures of what got damaged, and hopefully we can redo that soon, because that was a rough build. Basically the JST, so the ribbon cable that was with it, that was already connected, one of the ends was bent, and I didn't catch, like the connection points was bent, and I didn't catch that it was bent. So as I was trying to install it, it was going in, but it was going in a little crooked, and it was starting to damage both the port on the USB, on the PCB, and then eventually I flipped it around to see if I could get it fit better on the daughter board. Like I switched the ends because they're labeled, and so it was on backwards. And in doing that, I basically bent both sets of pins, and the one that was on the daughter board ended up breaking. So it was a very unfortunate experience because we went through all of that pain, and right at the end that happened. Yeah. Not an ideal circumstance, but it's okay. These things happen to me specifically. Well, they're different. That's interesting. There's like different sets of these on here. So does it just go straight in? Oh, I see. Wait. No, it goes in there. But what is it? Just go over the blocker then? Oh, okay. I guess it just goes right over this. I like that. 2 and 2 4mm hex screws, which are where? Assuming it's one of these. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with paying for the parts. I'm just hoping they have them. You know what? Let's do one of these. So that's the kicker. It was aftermarket. I bought it aftermarket, so I can't really blame them. You know what I mean? At some point, I'm gonna figure out how to do this properly. Okay. It was not. It was not brand new, unfortunately. So it might have gotten tweaked during shipping or something. That's my guess. Sorry, I was trying to ban that user. Or bot, whatever. Okay. Wait, did I close that again? Gosh darn it, what am I doing? There it is. Okay, so next up, we need to take off this internal frame. So that's the brass internal frame. That's what that is. Okay, so that's the extra you can buy that's aluminum, I guess. And now we're switching to Phillips. Interesting. Eight countersunk M2. Okay. That did not go well. What the heck was that? It's too small. Fail. Okay. Sweet. All right. I haven't watched anybody's builds on this, so I'm curious if I'm going to need to force break it. It does come with some force break pads. I think these are the Geon ones or similar. But hopefully not. Cool. Okay. Maybe we do... we'll leave it alone. Yeah. I've heard that this one doesn't. But, I mean, granted, I just read a few preliminary messages on the server, on the Discord server, so I don't know for sure. Okay. So that'll let us run this through here. Okay. Sorry, one sec. Just making sure the music doesn't die on us. No idea what that was, but all right. Try to be as gentle as we can. These are tiny, tiny screws. Cool. I think this time we can start assembling the PCB. Let's move these guys out of the way for real quick. And we will start with our stabs. You're good, man. No worries at all. I was supposed to do that today. Today was supposed to be a chore slash switch modding day, but this guy actually just showed up today, so I got excited. How's that process going? Okay, let me move this phone because it keeps going off. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah. Did you we were talking about the Onyx last time. Have you used Onyx, the GAT Onyx switches yet? Apparently they're coming out with a lube version. Factory lube version. But I don't know if that's Swag Keys that does that, or if it's going to be its own thing, like from Gateron Factory. Hopefully not, because I heard that's not great. I really do want to use them. They sound good. I'm sure they sound a lot better lube though. I really want to get more cream sodas. I think those are probably my favorite Gateron switch that I've tried anyway. Yeah, I enjoy them. I have them in my my Kaze, sorry, my Oku on a nylon plate, and they sound awesome. Oh, I actually did get another board in. I gotta pull out. I don't know if you can see it behind me. Chilling over there. Oh, it's literally right behind me, yeah. 500C. Is a hell of a board. Let me pull it out for some typing tests once we get this thing going. Oh, right here's the derivative, yeah, right in front of me. I've been using it pretty much all week. Still enjoying it. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. I got it to sound decently better, but no. The only way I think it's going to sound better is if I put a different switch in there. Unfortunately, browns just don't sound. I mean, not browns. These Nixie top browns don't sound great on spacebar. Maybe try BCP or something. But the plan is to fix it before I record a sound test for it. I really need to start recording more videos. It's okay. Not my favorite, but not the worst one I've heard, so at least there's that. Okay. Yeah. You know, I've heard some people's that sound pretty good, but I mean they're modding it quite a bit, so I don't know. It's definitely a flat spot in terms of sound on the board. I know for some people that's like make or break for a board experience. Probably most people. It's understandable, man. I cannot fault you for that whatsoever. I mean, especially when it's like super off sounding. I have a few friends in the same boat with the same opinion. It's one of the reasons I didn't like the My 2K actually. I felt like the sound wasn't, especially in the spacebar, wasn't great. Given how convoluted that mounting system was, I was expecting more. A lot more, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know if that they've ever really been, the best sounding boards. But I will say the 2.0s that I tried, that I've built so far, I've actually liked quite a bit. The Falcon and the Ad. I do have a 3.3 to try out. I've heard good things about the 3.3. I do wonder why they choose to go with the 1.2 millimeter PCBs and then like so much space internally. Because China. There you go. Speaking of cuz China, I'm hoping this tariff pause allows a few of the projects that I've got or boards I've got in Group Buy to like complete quickly. I think the tariffs are going to be suspended or like not suspended fully, but brought down to 30% for some period of time, 100 days, something like that. Did they actually reach the full agreement? I know they made it like a temporary one. I haven't had a chance to check the news since this morning. Wait, they like hollow sounding keyboards? What the hell? That and flex cut, like, what? Why? I don't get it. Type feel over sound, I guess. Yeah, they shot the hell back up. I saw that. We'll see how long it lasts. Fighting off allergies today. Oh my god. Yeah. I hope so, dude. That's nuts. Is that the only component you're planning on upgrading? And what are you upgrading from? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. 3K. That's absurd. Absurd. Talk about a flipper price. Oh yeah. That sounds about right. I mean, 5080 is more than powerful enough. I went from a 1080 Ti to a 4090 a little over a year ago now. That was a huge jump, so I think I'm set for a while. I did get it after the market cooled down, though. I didn't pay a freaking flipper price for it. Thank God. But like building your own PCs is really not that economical anymore. In fact, it might be more expensive than going through any of these builder services. They can save on the bulk for like the motherboard and some of the other components, PCUs, etc. Yeah. Oh, that's a solid price. Yeah, after COVID, everything went to shit, man. Supply chain issues, chip shortages, all that stuff. I hate the fact that they don't use anything to dissuade bots and scalpers, you know? Like, I don't know much about Keycult, but I do like the fact that they like make you register to even enter their raffles or whatever for a chance. I feel like these companies should be doing similar things, like pre-register to buy. I mean, I guess that eats into your privacy a little bit, though. Still, they already fucking know everything about us. Who gives a shit? Just realized a full ass extra one from last time. Maybe we should use this. Save ourselves on that last step. It's absolutely mind-blowing, dude. Mind-blowing. And it's only getting more expensive. Everything's getting more expensive. We are definitely not making more money while everything gets more expensive. So, WTF, mate. I just don't get it. Oops. Fuck. Pop out, pop out. There we go. I mean, it's also the fact that they just don't like optimize any games anymore. You know what I mean? Everything is a fucking alpha. So you have to have the beastiest card to like try to power through all the bullshit. Yeah. Do you mind? Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. See, that makes too much sense. So it'll never happen. In this freaking idiocracy that we're living in. McLovin to the rescue. How dare you suggest something common sense? Oops. There we go. Sweet. At some point I should figure out which one is which and which one to go with. Okay. Short LED JST to the main PCB. Okay, that's when that goes in, I suppose. Once it's friction fit. Okay. All right, switch time, switch time, switch time. I kind of want to try some clears on this thing. Is that insane? Let me grab the plate holder real quick. Some more options. Some more options. I've been kind of itching to try these guys out, so maybe we do these. We got some new Franken switches, which I think I talked about last time. These are the cherry bobas. So the three on between, cherry bobas, some long pole MX blacks, or these clears, all of which have been modded pretty heavily. But maybe we try. Let's try the cherries. The cherry bobas on it. See how it sounds. They are. You can see there. Maybe. Sorry. Let's see if this works. There it is. Cherry housing, U4T stem. Is it a no-go to do tactile and friction mounted keyboards? Tolerances are tight. Well, we're gonna yellow it because I've been waiting to use these. And it's hot swap, so worst case scenario, we pull it all out. I have been recently. I try to get 2 PCBs per board. I usually do 1 hot swap and 1 solder, but it really just depends on whether or not it's available. Especially for the boards I know I'm most likely going to be doing auctions for. I want people to be able to have options when they get them versus going with whatever I stuck them with. How about you? Do you have a strong preference? Yeah. I've heard the same thing about hot swap versus Milmax. That hot swap sounds better than the Milmax. I have to test that out side by side, like have a board with the exact same switches, but one soldered in and one hot swap. See if I can discern the difference between the two. Oh, really? So Milmax sounds better than hot swap, huh? Have you tested out with different types of stabs? I wonder if you can like compensate for the sound difference with a different type of stabilizer. Better, worse? Any noticeable difference or no? Not really. Oh damn, I totally missed. Akavi, Delone, welcome. My man hit me with the BRB but didn't say anything else. Oh, yeah, I suppose there's only so much you can really change the sound, given they're not doing much other than stabilizing. Assuming they're not trash. Oh, what am I doing? Ridiculous. I feel like that's maybe to be expected just because there's not really any standardization in these boards, right? Sorry, I meant like the PCB design and stuff. Stabs for sure, yeah. Mounting styles, thinness, thickness of plates, all that stuff. Even plate materials. I'm guessing that can throw off compatibility or functionality of certain stabs. What's the glaring flaw for Cherry and TX clip-ins? Or flaws, I should say. Okay. Just make sure these are all in properly. Okay. Oh, I see. Too tight is interesting. I don't know if I've experienced that yet or if I just haven't noticed it while I'm brute forcing the shit out of the stuff. Damn, is it really? I need to hurry up and finish. Oh, they confirmed that? That sucks, man. That's horrible. That is not a great injury to have to deal with. Not that any are, but you know what I mean. God damn. That sucks. Especially for somebody like that. Rough times. So for this guy, I guess I need to route the cable through here and connect it here first. Then friction fit. Still hovering on the keyboard, do your best to evenly, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I suppose I'm supposed to do this first. There we go. Okay, I guess now let's figure out what the hell O-rings we have. Extras. So I have all of the above. It looks like 30, 50, and 70. 30 is the light gray. Clear is 50. What the hell's white? I guess that's light gray. Dark gray, clear, and light gray. I guess this is light. That's white to me, bro, but whatever. I guess we go middle of the pack first and just try 50A. Part of the reason why I don't like watching basketball anymore, man. I feel like the playoffs is just injuries. They need to let these guys rest. This is my hot take, and maybe it's not a hot take. I feel like because the game has gotten so soft in the regular season, they're just not prepared for the physicality of the postseason. You know what I mean? Was top plus O-ring? Oh, like a hybrid mount? Or straight up dual mount. Okay. Cool. So this just sits right down, and then we're going to wedge it all in. Okay. Okay. Everything's compressing fine? Yes. Okay, I guess that's it. Reading these. Yeah. Too athletic, too many games, not enough rest. All of the above, man. That's my opinion. It's just a matter of time before people are going to get injured in that kind of environment. All right, I'm trying to follow these instructions. All right. Gently lower and make sure it sits within the designated space. Okay. Did it sit in the designated space? I think it did. I think we're good. Maybe. Okay. You should feel a gentle resistance as the O-ring attempts to slot into the top case. Did I feel that? Okay. I think we're all right. Not really. Let's try that again. This does not feel right. Hello, hello. Thank you. Welcome in. I've never tried it. I have owned a Keychron before. I actually like them. It was a great starter board to get me into the hobby. The only issue I ended up having was on the technical support side of things. But I do like them. I think they make some really nice. Yeah, exactly. They're affordable. They're made of good materials. You can make them sound really, really good with minimal effort. And they've got, I mean, a crazy amount of configuration options, so, and layouts. I think you're hard pressed to find a better off-the-shelf pre-built manufacturer. I want to say I had the Q3 Max. Nice, man. I'm pretty new myself. I've only been in the hobby since November, so I'm constantly learning stuff. There's tons of information floating around out there, lots of cool people in this community, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll do my best to forward you to the right place. Yeah, the lavenders are really, really nice. One of my buddies loves Aqua switches. What is happening? Why does this not want to go in? Let's see if I can get one of the rear ones to work. There we go. I'm slowly but surely. Yeah, the artisan thing's hilarious too. I was trying to avoid it, and I randomly just entered, like my first or second week getting into the hobby, I like randomly entered 3 different raffles, and I won all of them, and I was like, what just happened? Was addicted ever since. I spend way too much time talking about the hobby with people, learning, speaking to designers. That's gone a long way. Asking questions on stream. Yeah, I don't even want to. Yeah. It's an unhealthy amount for sure. Have you checked out any of the marketplaces? There's a mech market on Reddit, but there's also a Discord server. Okay, sure. I'll shoot you some links real quick. But yeah, if you want to sell any of your stuff aftermarket, there's a pretty big community on Reddit. Also on Discord. It's where I bought a lot of my boards or sold some of mine. You'd be surprised, man. Things sell pretty quick. I guess it depends on what you're selling, for sure. I don't want to generalize and say everything's going to sell pretty quick. I actually sold my Keychron. You'd be surprised, dude. I've seen people snatch up boards. It all depends on the price, what you're asking or looking to get. Yeah, I didn't think my Q3 was going to sell, and it sold almost immediately. Yo. How are you guys doing? Oh man, thank you for the raid. Everybody's here. Holy crap. Lightning Juan. I'm doing well, man. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm currently struggling through assembling this guy. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for being here. We're making progress though. Yes, a fellow resin enjoyer, indeed. We're just chatting about this. I'm pretty new to the hobby. I've been building keyboards since about November. What's the best anime, dude? Oh God, come on. That's a loaded question. There's too many answers. There's some goated anime for sure. Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, you know. I feel like we have that discussion almost every stream. AOT. Okay. Should we get a test in real quick? Make sure things are working. Yes. Yeah, we got some lights. Look at that. It's lighting up. Oh, yeah. Slice of life as well, dude. All of the above. I would say my favorite anime right now is Konosuba, for sure. It's just too good. Bear with me while I pull up. Cool. Okay. I think this is working. Let's get some caps on it and get some sound testing going on. Usually I have options, but today I'm being lazy. We're going to go with Stealth. Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by, man. With our blackout kit. And yeah, the good old Ziploc. I'm in the middle of like still getting all of my keycap sets organized properly. Oh, this is going to be a pain, but we'll make it work. So far, I've usually kept them in their GMK containers, but these are such a pain in the ass to deal with. All right. Where's our blackout escape? Do we not have one? Is that part of the blackout kit? Maybe it is. All right. Yeah, so this is the Cosmos, GMK Cosmos desk mat. I think I got this, I want to say off of Novel Keys, but let me double check. Or it might have been Candy Keys. I don't know if it's still in stock. There we go. That's a tough question, man. It depends on the keyboard you want. There's a lot of, and also where you're located. There's vendors in the States you can go to for a lot of them. Did I really just lose? I did, didn't I? My F3? We'll find it. Maybe. There it is. Literally right in front of my face. Yeah, in the States, there's Canon keys, Makibo, I want to say, novel keys. I can link you some sites in a sec. And then you'll... I did. I actually put Cosmos on the My 2K last time around. I think it's a cool set. A little hard to see the alphas for sure. I mean the legends, but cool concept. I'm easy to please though. Well, I should pull out my my Sace. Sitting over there. And get a sound test of that guy in. I actually got it from Alex. I'm kind of sad I missed Lightning's OC build. I've been wanting to get that board forever. Well, forever being the last couple months. I do it just to make sure the thing works, to be honest, and it's, I don't know, it's fun. Where are we at? Where are we at? Am I the only one that tries to always do this in order? It's probably not working in my best interest. There's 8. Okay. G, come on. Where you at, H? There you are. Mm-hmm. Trust me, it's the same. I have to like look at all the references, the keyboards around me, this. Some of them I remember. It doesn't help that it's really hard to see the legends on here. Okay, there it is. I'm guessing that's in here. Yep. Or you just been doing it forever, man. Right. I look, you wanted to use this stealth instead of control alt, but now we're gonna keep it symmetrical as we can. Ooh. Very nice. So for everybody that just joined, these are actually some Franken switches. These are cherry bobas, which are U4T stems and a cherry MX blue housing. I'm very curious. This is my first time trying these out, but a buddy suggested these to me. I'm curious how these guys sound and feel, but nice. Let's see how we did. We got all the things. We got all the things. That's what I've heard. Sorry, greasy fingerprints all over this bad boy. But man, what a booty. This thing is stunning. Yeah. Did you own a V1? This is the sister board. All right, let's get by just for a quick test. Sweet. good. I might need to load the definitions though, so I can remap this caps lock. Yeah, I will need it. Let me grab that real quick. Oh man, I am trash at that game. I don't have the patience to get destroyed over and over again. The limited time that I have now for gaming, I'm just trying to like decompress. Where is, there we go, okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the Discord real quick to see if I can find the by JSON. There it is. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah? Did that not work? There we go. Okay. Let's get this set to left wing. Clear these boys out. And then for layout, oops. We are not doing split, right shift. Okay. Sick. Oh man, so many options. I'm gonna stick with breathing because it's easy. And slow down that breathing. Not hyperventilating. Jesus, chill out, bro. Chill out. There we go. Okay. Save that guy. And let's get to the good stuff. All right, so let's do the Knight Rider. Oh yeah, for real. It looks sick on here. Let's get our quick sound test in. See how we did, man. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, let's try this over. I am sucker right now. Very nice, man. I think these sound awesome. Spacebar needs a little work. Try a different switch in there. Yeah, very crisp. The spacebar, I'm not a fan of the spacebar so far. A little bit duddy. Let's try out a different switch. It is the derivative. I'll do a quick sound test of that bad boy too in a sec. We built that last week. Oh, while I'm doing this, I should let you guys know. So, for anybody that's interested in following, one of the major goals of this of my platform is to try to give back. So, at the first set of, the first giveaway that I want to do is at 50 followers, which I just hit. So I'm going to be planning on announcing either a giveaway or a charity auction for one of the boards. But basically every board I build, majority of them are going to be sold or, not just sold, but auctioned off for charity. 100% of the proceeds will go to charity. Where I can do giveaways, I will be doing giveaways. The goal is to give away pretty much everything that we build on channel. So yeah, I'm hoping that this will help drive people towards this channel and then towards ultimately my goal of building and designing my own keyboards. There's people in here I'm very highly inspired by, so I want to use proceeds from the boards that are built to also give back where I can. And it's funny because the board that got me sort of obsessed with this whole thing and into the hobby was a JTD Works Kajit. And when I went down the rabbit hole of what they were doing, building boards for charity, it kind of just was like the right fit at the right time. So yeah, man, I hope you guys drop a follow and stick around. Hopefully we can get some cool boards into your guys' hands. I'm hunting grails all the time. I want to try to get these into people's hands that maybe would never even have an opportunity to get it. So yeah. Okay, let's try this guy out. And if this fails, we'll go with BCP. This is just a lubed and filmed spring swapped black. Oh yeah, that sounds much better. Already. Compared to the derivative. Okay, let's try a BCP just for shits and giggles. Bear with me real quick. That's all I'm doing. You guys get the behind the scenes. Alright, we'll try a KL BCP. See how that does. Is anybody planning on yo CT, welcome bro. Anybody planning on hitting up KeyCon this year? Oh, I like that. I think I like that more. Let's try one more sound testery. Yeah, let me try some of these other boards. Maybe we go easy mode. Yeah, easier mode. Yeah, man. This board sounds awesome. I don't know what I was expecting, because I feel like the derivative sounds good. But when I saw the force break pads included, I was like, oh man, there's going to be some resonance. I don't hear any resonance. It's just crisp. Man, and it was a smooth and easy build. Like, holy crap. I'm almost not used to... I don't know what to do with myself right now. This might be the shortest stream I've ever done. Yeah, I mean... I think it definitely sounds better than the derivative spacebar for sure. Let's do a quick comparison though. Let's see what we think here. Oops. Yeah, I feel like this guy is definitely a little bit more on the hollow side. Alpha's a good though. I would say between the two boards, the Cloudnine is definitely the one to go with. That is if you're into TKLs. Oh, like the holy mod? Is that what it's called? Huh. You line the inside of it with painter's tape. I have not tried that. I can definitely try that out. I've been typing forever, man, and even this is bad. I just re-taught myself how to type properly because I used to not use my pinkies, and I had like this whole shifted stance where I'd have my finger on H, my index on H and F. It was this whole ghetto typing thing that I did. I was quick, but it was super uncomfortable. So I just re-taught myself proper touch typing, I guess, and it set me back in speed. In any case. Practice makes perfect, dude. Practice makes perfect. But anyway. Yeah, it does help that my job is like 99% being on a keyboard. That goes a long way. If you want to call it that, sure. Sweet. Well, maybe we pull out some other boards to mess with. I got some new stuff in. Let me grab a couple of things to do some sound tests with, yeah? This just came in yesterday. This is a 500C by Marisi. It's a very, very pretty board. This one came mil-maxed with some Vint blacks. A while ago, yeah, I did. Ghetto sound test. This one came pre-built, yeah. I'm planning on rebuilding on a different stream. This is my first. Oh, you almost bought this one? Why didn't you get it, Alex? This thing is sick. You know, for whatever reason, people hate on Marisi. I guess it's the hype or whatever, but I kind of get it. Like, this is a really, really sick board. Oh, yeah. I think another one just popped up, by the way. I want to say a silver one popped up. But it does make me curious about what the other ones sound like. The Otan, the new Sasanta that's coming out. The CM, which is the TKL version of this one, I guess. Fancy names for 65. 84. I guess it's not so much hate, it's more dislike for the model, maybe is the best way to put it. Yeah, I mean, I think they're good. Just, they're beautiful looking boards. They sound great. That's all I really give a shit about. I mean, that's true too. especially when you're in a hobby that's niche and full of different opinions. Man, I'm jealous. I tried getting in on one of the extras, and I feel like that extra sale was like a millisecond long. Like, I had loaded the page. I had to be one of the first people to load that page, and it was already sold out when the page loaded. He must have had like 2 extras or something, dude. Is anybody in the group buy for the, or gonna join the group buy for the new Sasanta? Oh, you got one of the extras? Man, so lucky. You know, you would think, but he hid the page. Oh, I was trying. Trust me, I was combing the hell out of all of the links that were published on the site that I could find. No, it wasn't that easy. Again, when the page loaded, it was already sold. So it was about, first you had to find the page, which was hidden, and you could only find it through JavaScript. Like there was no like querying the API, like, you know what I mean, getting the backend links and getting to it. Oh, okay. In any case, I'm sorry, I'm exhausted right now. It's been a long day. And I'm actually very genuinely surprised that build went as smoothly as it did, because they're usually not that smooth. Let's see what else we can pull out. Let's pull out some more stuff. Actually, while I have everybody here, I should show off my favorite board. I can't have a stream go by where I don't show off this board. So that wall up there is my waifu works wall. I am a nerd. Self-admittedly, I'm a geek, I'm a weeb, whatever you want to call me. I've been watching anime since I was like 9 years old, 8 years old or some shit. And this right here is the Tosaka 65 by WaifuWorks. In my opinion, of all the boards I own, this is my favorite board. Hands down. I think it sounds the best. I think it feels the best. And because I'm a nerd, I think it looks the best. So let me show you this real quick. You can see that LED blocker. Lights up on theme. Very simple, but very clean back end. Killer side profile. Oh, hell yeah, I'm a dweeb, I'm a dork, I'm a geek. Call me what you want, bro. I'm just a nerdy ghetto boy from the hood, okay? Hentai, exactly. We're gonna go back to this and do one more of these. This is actually the prototype for this board. Oh shit, it's my fault. Over here breaking stuff. Yeah. This is the Tosaka 65 from Dub Dub. That's an aggressive spacebar is what it is. Because why not, dude? These are just lightly lubed MX blacks, by the way. Slap at a bass, slap at a keyboard. But yeah, man, it's a killer board. Bro, this auto mod is very sensitive. Very sensitive. All right, back to this bad boy. Yeah, thoroughly impressed, man. Maybe the coolest rear weight design I've seen. So you weren't able to get into the group buy on this. I know there's an extras drop coming soonish. I don't know how many extras there are. Maybe they already went up. I should confirm that before I just start spreading misinformation. The Yunzi A, I haven't seen that. Oh, I owe you some links, by the way. So let's do that. I'll try to like do this in one go. Let's see, copy. Okay. Trying to think of what are some other good US based vendors. So we got Makibo, Canon Keys, Novel Keys, Unikeys is not, Swag Keys is not. They have a US store. Well, we're gonna throw them in there because I love Swag Keys. Bam. And yeah, honestly, the best place to find out about group buys and new boards that are coming out. Oh yeah, Divinity, there you go. I knew I was missing one. Is to join Discord and just find a lot of the servers like JJW, Daji, Marisi, whoever. It's the best way to stay in the loop. But yeah, man, I appreciate every single person for being here. I very much appreciate the raid. If you guys could drop a follow, you know, stick around for that first giveaway. Hopefully, if not this Thursday, then next week. I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. There are definitely too many Discords for the keyboard community. Yes, I think I'm in like 30 servers right now or something. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. Hopefully I see you next time. Let me see if there's anybody on that I could share the wealth with. Maybe. I'm going to join this person that has 21 viewers in Makers and Crafting. Maybe we can do that. I don't know how the hell do you raid? Okay, raid and then channel name.